before a woman got into a relationship, she may have wanted to be with a man who was available. But now that she is in one, she can see that not only is she with a man who is emotionally unavailable, she is also with a man who is rarely physically available either. And so this will be a man who is a mother-enmeshed man. And so his whole life can revolve around his mother, and he can do what he can to take care of her needs. And he can also be this way with others. So if he is not there for his mother, who can be seen as his main priority, then he can be there for other people. And at this point, the woman could struggle to understand how the man could be so different. So in the beginning, he may have been very different. At the same time, the woman could sit back and reflect and see that the signs were there and that he was actually this way from the beginning. And at this point, she could blame herself for not paying attention to these signs. However, at this point, she is obviously going to want the man to change. That is, of course, unless she is simply willing to walk away at this point in time. But if she has invested a lot of her time in this man, a lot of her energy, a lot of her life force, then at this point, this might not be an option. And she could have been with a man like this for not only a number of months, but a number of years. And so it is understandable that she won't be willing to draw the line at this point in time. And of course, if she has children or a child with the man, this will be another reason why she wants to hang in there and for the relationship to change. And at this point, she may not have spoken to the man about what is going on, but if this was to take place, the man could end up agreeing to what she has said. And so through her taking responsibility for how she feels and not blaming the man and expressing her feelings to him and what her experience is, the man could come to see that yes, he is overly focused on his mother and is neglecting himself. And what would be a good sign at this point is if the man was to say, I need to do something about this, and he was to reach out for the right support, because most likely he won't be able to change his life by himself, and his partner will not be there to fix him up. She can of course give him guidance, but she is not his parent, so it will be up to him to take action and to do what he needs to do to gradually change his life. And even if he was to behave in this way, it doesn't mean that he will change in a few months. It could take a number of years for him to fully change. But the main thing is that he has shown the willingness to change, and he is facing reality, and from here they can end up having a great relationship. And this can be seen as the ideal outcome. Another thing that can take place is that the woman can speak to the man about what is going on, and he can simply dismiss and deny that he is too focused on his mother. And he can even accuse her of being selfish or as having something against his mother, and even as being deluded. So it won't be that the man is unwilling to face reality, it will be that she is unwilling to face what is truly going on as far as he is concerned. And at this point it will be clear that he is not willing to change. And if this was to take place, the woman could believe that if she just hangs in there, before long he will wake up and be able to face reality, and that he will soon change. And again, if she has invested a lot of her time and she has children or a child with a man, then this can be seen as understandable. But if many months and years go by and she is still unable to get through to the man, and he is not willing to face reality, then there is a chance that he won't change. And even if there are moments when he does face up to what is going on and promises to change, if many years have passed, for example, then once again it can show that he is unlikely to change. He can then be dangling the carrot of hope, but he won't do anything about his behavior. And so at this point, perhaps if the woman is not willing to face reality, not only will she be with someone who is in denial, but she will also be in denial as well. And at this point, it is not about the woman laying into herself, so no shame, no blame. It is about her perhaps being with herself, connecting to her body, and looking into what it is that she may be trying to avoid by being in denial. Because although she may have invested a lot of her time and energy into the man, into the relationship, if she continues down this path and the man is not willing to change, she will be wasting even more. And there will be less time that she will have to invest into another relationship, into a man who is available. And so this is not something that is an easy decision to make when it comes to either staying with a man like this or drawing the line. But it will be a good thing for a woman to look into what is going on within her and what she may need to face, and to think about how long she is willing to stay with a man who is like this, who is not willing to change. Because if he is, and he is doing the work, then this is going to be a very good thing, because he will be playing his part. She won't need to be the one who is pushing him to do something that he doesn't want to do. He will be on board with this, and he will be willing to change his life. But if he isn't, then of course it will be essential for a woman to look into what is causing her to hold on, what is preventing her from cutting her ties and moving on. And so if you're a man or you're a woman and you can relate to this, then please don't suffer in silence, and do what you need to do to gradually change your life, because you are not going to live forever, and you deserve to live a fulfilling life. So please reach out for the assistance that you need to gradually change your life. To find out more about the services that I offer and how I can assist you on your journey, go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk. I'm looking forward to assisting you on your journey.